Good morning. Today we'll study the poem by Thomas Gray, Elegy written in a country churchyard. The curfew tolls the knell of parting day. The lowing herd winds slowly over the lea. The ploughman homeward plods his weary way and leaves the world to darkness and to me. So here the word curfew means a bell that rings at the end of the day when someone dies. So it means that it is like the parting day that is actually dying, or that is coming to an end. So the curfew tolls the knell of a parting day, means the sound of the bell that is ringing announces the end of the day, that is the parting day that is coming to an end. The lowing herd winds slowly over the lea. Lowing herd, lea means the meadows. So the mooing herd or the cows make their winding way over the meadows. They are slowly moving towards the meadows. The ploughman homeward plods his weary way. Ploughman is the farmer. Weary way means he is so tired that he is moving towards his home after the day's work, and leaves the world to darkness and to me. We can see that the cows and the farmer are out of the picture, and the speaker gets everything in the world to himself. The speaker refers to himself in the first person right away in the first stanza. Means first he was talking about the farmer and the cows and the day which was coming to an end, and suddenly he comes on himself, which we notice that in the very first stanza the poet has included himself in the poem. Now fades the glimmering landscape on the sight, and all the air a solemn stillness holds, save where the beetle wheels his droning flight, and drowsy tinklings lull the distant folds. The glimmering landscape is fading now from the poet's sight. Maybe it's the sunset and the poet is not able to see through. The air is quiet except for the buzz of the occasional beetle. Solemn means it's quiet, it's still, except for the beetle that is buzzing occasionally, and the tinkling bells hanging around the necks of the livestock in their folds. Folds is the place where the livestock is tied during the night. They are sounds peaceful and sleepy, like everything is winding down with the end of the day. It shows the daily routine of the villagers when they return from their day's work, and the atmosphere around the village during the night. The poet is using some literary devices in these lines, that such as solemn stillness is a example of alliteration, and the speaker even personifies the tinkling of the bells when he says that they are drowsy. Save that from yonder ivy mantled tower the moping owl does to the moon complain of such as wandering near her secret bower molest her ancient solitary reign. So the overall peace of the atmosphere is in a way disturbed by an owl who is hooting. In a distance, we can see some figurative language here. The speaker or the poet uses a metaphor to describe the tower where the owl lives as ivy mantled. Mantle is a kind of cloak or coat. So the speaker is saying that the tower is dressed up in ivy, means some ivy has surrounded the tower from where the owl is hooting. Because of the title of the poem says that it was written in a country churchyard, so we can guess that the tower mentioned here is probably the tower of the church. But the speaker not only uses owls hooting, he uses some more figurative language. He personifies the owl when he says that it's moping and complaining, since these are the things which only a person can do, not an owl. And the mopy owl complaining, what's the reason and what's the complaint that there is? Apparently he is complaining that there's an outsider nearby or someone who is wandering near his private area and he disturbing his solitude. Thank you.